Good morning, students. Today, our topic is arithmetic progression. This is the part 1 of this series, and in this, we will see what are the arithmetic progressions and how to find out the general term of an arithmetic progression. Let's begin by observing some patterns in nature. We have observed that in nature, many things follow a certain pattern, such as the leaves of decorative plants, holes of the honeycomb, seeds of a corn, spirals of a pineapple, and petals as well as seeds of the sunflower. This is the cause of their beauty also. Now let's discuss a very interesting example that exists in nature. All the sunflowers in the world show a number of spirals that are within the Fibonacci sequence. In this sequence, each number is the sum of two preceding ones starting from 0 and 1. So this sequence is 0, 1, and then the next term will be the sum of two preceding ones. 0 plus 1, 1, 1 plus 1, 2, 2 plus 1, 3, 3 plus 2, 5, 5 plus 3, 8, 8 plus 5, 13, 13 plus 8 is 21, and so on. Isn't it interesting? So, this is our nature which hides such mathematical concept inside it, and if we have find it out, this makes our studies very interesting. Now let's see some arrangement of numbers starting with this Fibonacci sequence. Here you can see each number is the sum of two preceding ones. That means here a rule is being followed. Now let's see this one 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Here we can see any term is 2 greater than its preceding term. That means the numbers are increasing by 2 every time. So that means there is a rule. Next one 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. Here we can see the numbers are also increasing with 2. That means also a rule. Okay, a rule means the numbers are arranged in a specific order. Okay, now the next one is 1, 4, 9, 16, 25, and if we observe this carefully, these are the squares of the sequence of natural numbers. Okay, that means there is a rule. Next numbers are 1, 8, 27, 64, 125, and after observing carefully we find out that these are the cubes of natural numbers in sequence. So this is a rule here also. Next one -9, -7, -5, -3, -2, and when we observe carefully, every time the next term is 2 higher than its preceding term. That means these numbers are also arranged in an order as per a specific rule. Now, when the numbers are arranged in a specific order with some definite rule, these are called a sequence. So, an arrangement of numbers in a definite order according to some rule is called a sequence. Now let's observe a special type of sequence. For this, let's see some examples of sequences. First one is 3, 7, 11, 15, 19. After careful observation, we can see the difference of each term from its preceding term is 4. See, 19 minus 15 is 4, 15 minus 11 is 4, 11 minus 7 is 4 and 7 minus 3 is 4. Now let's see another example. This is 1, 4, 7, 10, 13. Here we can observe that the difference of each term from its preceding term is 3. See, 13 minus 10, 3. 10 minus 7 is 3. 7 minus 4 is 3. And 4 minus 1 is 3. Now let's observe the next example. Next example is 9, 7, 5, 3, 1. And we can see the difference of each term from its preceding term is minus 2. See, 1 minus 3 is equals to minus 2. Similarly, 3 minus 5 is minus 2. 5 minus 7 is minus 2. 7 minus 9 is equals to minus 2. Now let's see the next example. This sequence is 12, 7, 2, minus 3, minus 8. Here we can see the common difference of each term from its preceding term is minus 5. See, minus 8 minus minus 3 is equals to minus 8 plus 3, that is minus 5. Okay. Similarly, minus 3 minus 2 is minus 5. 2 minus 7 is minus 5. 7 minus 12 is minus 5. And let's see the next example. This is 5, 5, 5, 5 and 5. That means each term is 5. Then the difference of each term from its preceding term is 0. Okay. Here you can see that all the sequences have a common difference between their terms. So an arithmetic progression is a sequence of numbers in which each term is obtained by adding a fixed number to the preceding term except the first term. Okay, so these type of sequences are arithmetic progressions, okay, in which we can find out any term by adding a fixed number to the preceding term. Okay, as we can find out the next term of this first sequence by adding 4 to this term, and this will be 23. Okay, now the common difference is 4 here. Similarly, you can see this common difference can be positive, negative or 0. Okay, so now let's define arithmetic progression. A sequence A1, A2, A3 up to AN and so on is called an arithmetic progression if there exists a constant number D such that A2 is equals to A1 plus D. That means we have to add the common difference in the preceding term to find out the next term. A3 is equals to A2 plus D and A4 by adding D to A3. Similarly, we can find out the AN, that means the nth term, by adding D to n minus 1th term and so on. This fixed number is called the common difference of the AP, and it can be positive, negative or 0 as we have seen in the last examples. Next, if the first term of the AP is A and the common difference is D, then we can define the AP as A plus D, A plus 2D, A plus 3D and so on. Okay, so we can say A plus D, A plus 2D, A plus 3D and so on is an arithmetic progression. Now let's check our learning. In which of the following situations does the list of numbers involved make an arithmetic progression and why? the taxi fare after each kilometer when the fare is rupees 15 for the first kilometer and rupees 8 for each additional kilometer. So for solving it, we can write fare for first 1 kilometer is equals to rupees 15. Fare for first 2 kilometer is equals to rupees 15 plus rupees 8, that is equals to rupees 23. Fare for first 3 kilometers rupees 23 plus 8, that is equals to rupees 31, and fare for first 4 kilometer is equals to rupees 31 plus 8 is equals to rupees 39. Now the numbers involved here are 15, 23, 31, 39 and so on. Here we can see these numbers forms arithmetic progression with common difference D as 8. Okay, as for every kilometer rupees 8 is getting added, so the common difference is 8. So these numbers form arithmetic progression. Next is the cost of digging a well after every meter of digging when its cost is rupees 150 for the first meter and rises by rupees 50 for each subsequent meter. So we can have cost of digging 1 meter is rupees 150. Then cost of digging 2 meter is rupees 150 plus 50, that is rupees 200. Now cost of digging up to 3 meter is rupees 200 plus 50, that is rupees 250. Now cost of digging 4 meter is equals to rupees 250 plus 50, that equals to rupees 300. So the numbers involved here are 150, 200, 250, 300 and so on. Here we can see this is an arithmetic progression with common difference D as 50. Okay, so in this way we will apply the knowledge of arithmetic progression and you can identify any sequence that whether it is an arithmetic progression or not. Now let's see a daily life example. Reena applied for a job and got selected. She has been offered a job with a starting monthly salary of rupees 8,000 with an annual increment of rupees 500 in her salary. Her salary in rupees for first, second, third and subsequent years will be like this. For first year, her salary will be rupees 8,000 and for the second year after one increment this is 8,000 plus 500, that is rupees 8,500. Now for the third year, one more increment is there, then her salary will be 8,500 plus 500, and that is equals to rupees 9,000. For the fourth year, when she calculated her salary, she got it 9,000 plus 500, that is rupees 9,500. Now we can see she has calculated it up to fourth year. What happens when she wishes to calculate her salary for the 15th year? Will she calculate like this? So and so, adding 500 step by step. This will become a very tedious practice. Now we can see her salary is in arithmetic progression, 8,500, then 9,000, 9,500, and so on. So this was the salary for the first year. This was the salary for the second year, for third year, for fourth year, and so on. She wanted to calculate it for the 15th year. Here we can use the quality of arithmetic progression. Let's see how. She can find it out by using the concept of general term of an AP. For this, let's find out what is the general term or the nth term of an AP. Now for this, let A1, A2, A3 up to n and so on be an AP whose first term A1 is A and the common difference is D. To find out the nth term, let's calculate the second term first. Now the second term is A2 is equals to A1 plus D, as we can find out any term of the AP by adding the common difference D to its preceding term. So A2 is A1 plus D. Now A1 is A, that is the first term is A, so we can write it as A plus D, and we can change this like A plus 2 minus 1 into D. Okay. Now let's see what will be the third term. The third term A3 will be A2 plus D, as A2 is its preceding term and we have to add the common difference to it to find out the A3. Now this is equals to A plus D is equals to A plus 2D, or we can change it as A plus 3 minus 1 into D. Similarly, the fourth term can be written as A4 equals to its preceding term A3 plus the common difference D, and this is equals to A3 is equals to A plus 2D plus D. So this is A plus 3D, and now this is equals to A plus 4 minus 1 into D. We can write other terms similarly, and looking at the pattern, we can say that the nth term will be, okay, now let's observe this. Here A2 is A plus 2 minus 1. A3 is A plus 3 minus 1. A4 is A4 minus 1 into D. So similarly, we can write AN is equals to A plus N minus 1 into D. So this is the nth term or the general term of an AP. Now the nth term AN of the AP with first term A and the common difference D is given by an is equals to a plus n minus 1 into D. Now let's use this one to solve the problem of Reena. She wanted to find out her salary for the 15th year. Now we have seen that her salary was in arithmetic progression like this: 8,000, 8,500, 9,000, 9,500, and so on. Now she wanted to calculate her salary in her 15th year. That means that will be the 15th term of this series. So here we can see A, that means the first term of the arithmetic progression is 8,000. The common difference D is of rupees 500, which is her annual increment, and the term N, which she wanted to find out, is 15. Now, as the formula for nth term of an AP is AN is equals to A plus N minus 1 into D, she can have her salary in 15th year is equals to 8,000 plus n minus 1, that is n is 15 minus 1 into d is 500. Now this is equals to 8,000 plus 14 into 500, that is 8,000 plus 7,000, that is equals to rupees 15,000. So in this way it becomes easier for her to find out her salary for the 15th year. In the similar manner, we can solve our various daily life problems by using the arithmetic progression. We will see these one by one in our next videos. Till then, thank you. Have a nice day.